Warning: ignoring the signs of emotional burnout can lead to serious consequences. Have you ever felt crushed by someone else's pain? It creeps in quietly, but it can shatter your foundation. Picture this: you're supporting a friend through their struggles, yet you start to feel your own stability slipping away. This is the uncomfortable reality of misplaced empathy, where your compassion may hinder your own growth. Imagine being at a lively gathering, surrounded by laughter, but one person is silently battling their demons. You instinctively offer your support, diving into their pain, but in doing so you begin to neglect your own needs. At first it's sublime: skip a workout, then a week passes without engaging in your hobbies. Does this resonate? It's an unspoken exchange: your well-being for their relief. But while you're entrenched in their struggles, woes looking out for you. This can spiral into burnout and resentment, leaving your inner voice screaming for attention. Stress, detachment, and unease become your new normal, all while you convince yourself you're being a good friend. Each time you prioritize their needs over your own, the cracks in your foundation deepen. You may find yourself snapping at minor annoyances or withdrawing from your own circle. It's a slow, isolating descent. Consider this: a colleague is overwhelmed and you step in to help. But as you do, your own deadlines pile up and your stress skyrockets. You push through, believing you're doing the right thing. But what happens when you hit your breaking point? Many avoid this question until it's too late, risking the passion you once had for helping others. Recognizing your limits is crucial. Supporting someone shouldn't mean sacrificing your well-being. Set boundaries and learn to say no. It's essential, not selfish. Reflect on this: are you nurturing others while neglecting your own garden? It's time to cultivate both. Your journey matters just as much as theirs. Remember, true empathy thrives not in self-sacrifice, but in balance. The next time you feel that familiar tug of someone else's pain, pause and ask yourself, what am I giving up? What if I told you that your kindness towards others might actually be holding you back from your own growth? It sounds surprising, but the uncomfortable truth about empathy reveals a hidden risk. Many of us take pride in our ability to empathize, but there's a delicate balance. When our desire to care for others overshadows our own needs, it can lead to self-neglect often without us even realizing it. Imagine this: you're always the one offering help or listening to a friend's problems. But what about your own struggles? You might set aside your dreams and mental health, thinking you're being selfless. However, that kindness can come at a cost. Have you ever felt drained after helping someone? That's not just fatigue, it's a warning sign. It could be your mind and body signaling that you are stretching yourself too thin. Ignoring these cues can lead to burnout or even resentment. Consider your daily interactions. Perhaps you've canceled plans to support a friend in need. While that's commendable, have you noticed how it affects your own happiness? Each time you prioritize someone else's needs over your own, you're slowly undermining your growth, which is a sustainable path. Here's something to ponder: empathy isn't just about feeling for others, it's also about recognizing your own limits. When was the last time you checked in with yourself? If you can't remember, it might be time to take a step back. The more you let empathy take control, the more you risk losing sight of who you truly are. You could wake up one day feeling like a stranger in your own life, living for others while your dreams fade away. Now, imagine a world where you find that balance. What if focusing on your own growth could empower you to help others even more? It's not selfish, it's essential. You don't have to choose between self-care and compassion, they can coexist. As we wrap up, take a moment to reflect. Are you genuinely fostering empathy, Or is it overshadowing your potential? It's time to reassess your priorities. Recognizing this uncomfortable truth could be the first step toward a more fulfilling life. So the next time you feel the urge to neglect your own needs, pause for a moment. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself first and watch how it enhances your ability to empathize with others. Have you ever felt such a strong wave of compassion that you pushed your own needs aside? You're definitely not alone. In a world that craves empathy, navigating this can be tricky. Imagine someone offering you their last slice of pizza, even though they're starving inside. That's compassion taken too far, a kind gesture, but at what cost? Many of us view empathy as a sign of strength. However, this constant caring can sometimes mask deeper issues. Many don't realize they're sacrificing their own growth for the sake of others. Think about a friend who always puts others first. They're your go-to person when you need to talk, but in doing so, they might be neglecting their own dreams and aspirations. It's like trying to swim in someone else's ocean while forgetting to learn how to swim yourself. The hidden truth is that ignoring our own needs can lead to burnout and resentment. You might believe you're being noble, but eventually you could end up feeling empty. What happens when you reach that breaking point? Imagine spending years helping others, but when it's your turn to need support, where are they? This uncomfortable reality is something many avoid. Compassion is crucial, but it shouldn't come at the expense of your own growth. So, how do you find that balance? It starts with understanding your own boundaries. Saying no isn't selfish, it's essential. When you honor your own needs, you're in a better position to help others. Consider being in a relationship. You might think you're being loving, but without self-care, resentment can build beneath the surface, and before you know it, love can turn into bitterness. What if nurturing empathy also meant nurturing yourself? When you focus on your own growth, you enhance the support you can offer to others. It's a win-win situation. Take a moment to reflect on your own life. Are there relationships where you're giving from an empty cup? Recognizing this is the first